is you may be at a point where you're going to depart from your historical trend. For Campbell and Bedford counties, historically, they've been growing at about 0.7, so it's 0.68 on this slide, 0.68% per year growth average, which is a higher growth rate than what Madison Heights in Amherst County has historically seen. In our conversations with the county staff, the plans for a town center, the plans for the redevelopment of the training center, also the county staff strongly believe that some of the negative growth numbers that you've seen in your system in the last few years really reflects more than anything else the closing of the training center. And absent of that, you may be experiencing some growth. So we put all those factors together and we decided to set a target for the master plan at 0.7% per year, which says that now and in the future, your growth is going to be more in line with what we see in Campbell and Bedford counties, rather than how you have lagged behind in growth in the past years. You could exceed this target, particularly if the town center concept takes off, and the development proposals that are in the hopper now, if they all come through. This is an interesting statistic. 64% of your current water demand is tied up in these 6 developments that are on the map on this page. I've mentioned the 2 big ones, the redevelopment of the training center and which is number 1 in the master plan, but the town center concept, which is number 2. And then there's some smaller developments here. But if those are all built in the next 5 years to capacity to build out for what's being planned, you would experience growth in 5 years of 64%. That's a much bigger number than what you have shown historically. It's a good win-win opportunity. We assumed that you would be able to obtain their system. We don't know the condition of the pipes in that system, and was not in our scope to do a detailed assessment of the condition. So we assume that it's going to be okay, but you should have a study done to determine the condition before you take the system over, if nothing else, so you know what any deficiencies might need to be and can budget to address it. Looked at an opportunity to put a booster pump station at the base of these 2 tanks and put in a new 12-inch discharge pipe that would tie into a section of 12-inch pipe that you already have in the ground, and then continue where you see the red line up to the right shop road and the right shop zone. This would, once you put this in, and again, this could be a long-term improvement, budget depending, but once you put this in, you have the ability to obtain, we think, close to 1 million gallons a day from the city of Lynchburg should you ever need it.